Hi, and welcome to the first of the follow-up videos. So you've done your first of 3 sessions. We learned about the cycle breathing, which is really useful in many situations, anytime when you want to bring yourself to a place of calm very quickly, or as you're trying to go to sleep. We discussed HeartMath, and we looked at that thing that makes you feel proud or successful or happy. And whatever it is, whatever that memory is that you're going to take and use in the session. And as a reminder, the HeartMath, we place our hand on our heart, focus our attention on our heart, and we think those sorts of gratitude and appreciation, but we also think about that specific memory, and you bring that memory back. So ideally, you'll do this any number of times, a dozen, 20, 50 times if you want, before the next session. And it only has to be brief. You stop, you think about that memory, and just as you're kind of, really building it, you just inhale with it, and then you can just let it go. Because what we're doing is conditioning that feeling across these few days to your quit smoking session, and so that we can utilize that in there to maximum effect. The other thing we looked at was EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. And just as a reminder, if we were to use a problem such as I feel anxious about quitting smoking, it would be, even though I feel anxious about quitting smoking, I love and accept myself, and I choose now to be a non-smoker forever. Remember, it's always your words, whatever it is going through your mind. And you'd repeat that 2 or 3 times. I guess the more severe the feeling, you do it 3 times. And then we take it and compress it down, and then we're tapping the points. Remember, it can be either hand, either side of the eyebrow. So the eyebrow, side of eye, under the eye, the lip. And in this case, we'd squash it down and say, quitting anxiety, quitting anxiety, this quitting anxiety. Coming through on the side, on that finger there, back here, side of the hand, goes through the loop again, quitting anxiety, quitting anxiety, quitting anxiety, quitting anxiety, and you're tapping the points, finger, back of the hand. Take a deep breath. Now, as we discussed, if you at that point feel pretty calm, pretty relaxed, that's all you need to do on that issue. Move to another issue if there is one. If you're still feeling some anxiety, do it more. But have a think for a moment of what are you actually feeling or thinking? And if it's exactly the same, just do more of the same. If it's changed slightly, and it could be, I feel anxious about not having a cigarette in my hand, or not knowing what to do if I'm having a drink, or something like that. Because remember, we're looking into the future. You're at this point, you've done the first session, moving towards quitting, but this is any anxiety based around what your future expectations might be, either on the day of quitting or beyond that. And so you would tap for all of those, try to bring as many of those things down. And do an EFT session before the session. We'll revisit that when we start. So setup phrase 2 or 3 times, chunk it down so you don't have to repeat lots of stuff to the important words. And then a couple of cycles, and then let it go. And of course, prior to the session, you can be, stand in front of the mirror with the big cheesy grin on your face and saying, I am quitting smoking on this date, and I'm letting it all go, and just feeling good about yourself in general. So that's all for this video. Short and sweet, just those reminders, and we'll be talking again soon. Thank you.